Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this Mattel figure review. I am super excited for this. I'm super excited because this is someone I cannot believe you can walk into a Toys R Us or a Smith's or a Walmart or wherever you are in the world and actually buy a figure of this person. It is a mini dream come true. I'd love to see them do more legends from this kind of era because I really would love to get, completely selfish point of view, but I'd love to get some of those legends in the collection behind me, and maybe even going further back than that, you know, Harley Race, Gorgeous George, Antonio Inoki. I mean, there's not even a Bob Backlund figure at the moment. But anyway, I am talking about Magnum TA. Now, I fully understand and appreciate that a lot of you are not going to know anything about Magnum TA, right? There'll be some of you that know more about Magnum TA than what I do. But he is a legend, right? And he is very deserving of a figure, and we're going to talk about briefly why. I think it's important that if you're in a toy shop or you see this on the shelf, you know exactly who he is, what he achieved. For me, his biggest kind of moment recognition was the United States Championship. He was a fantastic United States champion, and he had fantastic war with Nikita Koloff. It was a best of 7 series, much like Cesaro and Sheamus are doing now, and much like Cesaro and Sheamus, it was 3-0 at one point, and it went 3-3, and then they had the deciding match. I can tell you, unfortunately, Nikita won that, and so Magnum TA lost the title, but it was back and forth, it was wonderful. It really was a wonderful series. I've got my notes on him. I can tell you that he's called Magnum TA because in the 80s, when he was around, there was a TV show called Magnum PI starring Tom Selleck, and a lot of people said that he looked a lot like Tom Selleck, and so he changed his name to Magnum TA. TA because his real name is Terry Allen, and that's what the TA stands for. Do you know who it was that told him and recommended that he do that? Andre the Giant, that's who. So absolutely brilliant. He won the World Global Tag Team Championships 5 times. He moved down to Mid-South Wrestling and became the North American Heavyweight Champion. That was a massive honour. He beat Mr. Wrestling 2 for that in 1984. He eventually loses it to, 5 months later, he loses it to Ernie the Cat Lad, but he, not long after that, wins the US title at the Great American Bash, and he successfully defends it in a match that I've never seen, so I need to jump on to YouTube and see if I can find it, but he successfully defends that title against Kamala. So I'm very interested in watching that. Then he goes into a feud with the 4 Horsemen, and really the pinnacle of his opportunities was a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. 30-minute match against Ric Flair. So it's Ric Flair versus Magnum TA for the World Heavyweight Championship. Unfortunately, he came up short. Ric Flair won that one, but he had feuds, as we said, over the US title with the likes of Tully Blanchard and Nikita Koloff, of course. In 1986, it all went wrong. He was driving his Porsche, I believe, and he had a car accident, and the accident was so bad that 2 of the vertebrae in his back exploded, and the doctors were 99% sure that he would never walk again. His career was done, and that was it. He did walk again, and he did a lot of commentary work, and I think he might have done a bit of managing and coaching and stuff, but that was his in-ring career done. But at the time, he was he was one of the hottest wrestlers in the world, and had that accident have not happened, he undoubtedly would have been a world champion, and he undoubtedly would have become a bigger star, and you would be talking about Magnum TA in the same breath as Sting, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes. He was that, in that level, talent pool, if you will. So an absolute legend, and just so exciting that there's a figure in stores for him. So I think that's probably enough information. Obviously, jump onto YouTube, watch some of his matches, go onto Wikipedia, you'll be able to learn more about the man. But very deserving of a figure, and this is that figure. This is a reissue to a degree. I don't know the differences, to tell the truth, but I know this was part of the Legends series, which was out in 2010. I'll put a picture up so you can see the two figures. As I say, I'm not too sure what the differences are on them, but I know that a lot of these kind of reissues have had slight changes, like the Jericho, for example. Originally had a glow-in-the-dark jacket, and this one doesn't glow in the dark. The Ultimate Warrior originally came with a yellow strapped title, and the markings on his chest were smaller. They've made those bigger, but the belt is on a black strap now. So there's a few changes that have been made from the original releases to these 2016 re-releases. But to be honest, I just never saw the Magnum TA online, certainly not in stores. So I'm just so happy I was able to get my hands on one. So that was the front. That's picture on the side, picture on the back there. And the information on the back says that he's 6'1", says that he's 245 pounds. His signature move was a belly-to-belly suplex from Virginia Beach, and career highlights, United States champion. Other ones in this series, Purple Undertaker looks amazing. Chris Jericho, we spoke about, great figure. I managed to get the series 20-something of it that had the glow-in-the-dark jacket, but doesn't matter. This is just as good. Shawn Michaels, European. Shawn Michaels with the European belt. It's pretty cool. Kamala, I mean, might just be my favourite figure ever. I still need to do that. Is going to be one fun review, let me tell you. And the fantastic Ultimate Warrior, orange trunks, massive warrior symbol on his chest. I think it's WrestleMania 6 attire, that one. Really, really cool. Right, I think that's everything. Let's get the figure out and we'll do some reviewing. Okay, awesome, got the figure out, and there he is. Great body type. Arms, legs, everything looks pretty bang on, to tell the truth. Really, really cool. The face scan on that, I think, is very impressive. Really like the detail on the hair. It's very reminiscent of Ultimate Warrior hair, but that looks absolutely brilliant. No surprises on the figure, just black trunks, black knee pads. The boots really are the ones that I suppose are the most impressive. It's got like the Canadian colours on there, and nice detail on the toe parts as well, with the kind of, I think it's an eagle in white on the down there, and that same logo that's on the front is also on the back of the boots. The boots are easily the most impressive, most detailed parts of this figure. But as I said, the face scan really, really strong. Comes with an accessory, not the most exciting accessory, it's just an entrance vest. This figure reminds me a bit of the Sid figure, because the Sid figure was didn't have a great deal of detail, and that also came with an entrance vest. And so, kind of, I don't know, it's very, very reminiscent of that. There's not much to mark it down on. There's not a great deal to kind of score it highly on either. I mean, he looks... I'm giving it a 10, right? I'm giving it a Ty Dillinger, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm so excited that we've got a figure of Magnum TA. I would urge that Mattel really look at some more of the legends from that era. because I would love to get some more. I mean, I could sit here and go through a list, but just anyone that they've not released before would be brilliant. Anyone from that era, like a superstar Billy Graham, that would be, oh my god, a superstar Billy Graham would be insane. Yeah, so there's nothing to mark it down on. The face scan's really smart. I love the detail on the figure. I'd have liked it to have come with an old United States Championship battle. In fact, I'd have loved that. But I can't mark it down for them not providing that. They've still given us the entrance vest thing. It's still got the articulation of an elite. I can't fault it. Can't fault it. And I love the legends, so to tell the truth, I wouldn't want to fault it. I want them to make more. Awesome, guys. I hope you learned a little bit about Magnum TA there, and maybe appreciate how cool he was, because he certainly was cool. Thanks a lot for watching. Give the video a like if you liked it. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now. Oh, no, he's back.